Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Playing with House Money. I'm Chris Hine10 at Is This Just FF on Twitter. People may know me as Iceman, and this is my co-host at PrueBaby10. DJ Prue, how are you doing today, my guy?
What's going on, my guy? Doing great. Happy to be here. It's another good week. Episode 3, we've made it. Here. We're basically veterans at this point, so we're ready to rock and roll.
People just coming to us asking how they set themselves up to do what we've done, right?
Of course, yeah. First you got to meet us at the Twitter, and then we'll show you the rest. We'll show you the rest of the way. So
yeah, for sure. So on Twitter, follow us, please, at PW_house money. You can find us on TikTok. You can find us on Instagram. Follow us individually on Twitter as well for some different plays. We will provide you some plays for the weekend today, but during the week, plays are posted on Twitter more often, and you can join the Discord as well. Discord has enjoyed a pretty decent week, I would say.
Yeah, you're being modest.
Yeah, I mean, we had a good Monday. European soccer, like, there's no rest for those of us that bet any European leagues. No, it was a good day on Monday. I think it was a couple of in-play bets, one of which plus 1100 went exactly the way I thought the game was going to go. So that was good. Nice to catch that for the guys in the court as well.
Yeah, for sure. That was the best part.
Yeah. We won. I think it was 60%. I posted 10 bets on the day, and 6 out of those 10 won.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, if you bet even stakes across them, or even went half units on some of them, it was still a plus 15, plus 20 unit day on those 10 bets. So yeah, it was on a Monday. It was a
and
nice.
Yours was what, 28?
Huh?
Yours was 28, right?
No, mine was like plus 20.
Oh, okay. That's still, it's still great. That's an insane day. That was crazy. The channel, the interaction.
Mm-hmm.
It was a sight to see, man. The soccer goat does it again.
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said it was the first time I've seen it, but it to that extent, it was, that was awesome.
And then you followed that up literally that afternoon, that evening, right?
Yep, I forgot that was Monday. Dude, the plus 750 you're talking about, right?
Yeah, the
Kevin
home run.
Newman.
Yep.
Kevin Newman home run, leadoff home run. Dude, I'm so happy that I didn't have that be one of those internal thoughts.
Yeah.
I have a lot of those. Yeah. I'll be chilling at the house, I'll think of something, and I'm like, oh, man, that's going to happen. And then I just play it. And the reason I don't come out and say it sometimes is where I'm like, am I tripping? Threw it in the Discord, bro. Kevin Newman at 750 for a home run against a lefty that gave up a decent amount of home runs going into that game anyway. Cranks one lead up, dude.
I mean, you could.
It was like 20 minutes before game time too. I'm pretty sure I threw it in there at 5:40. They play at 6:10. That was awesome, bro. And the rest of that game really didn't have a ton of action either. So it was like we really needed that. It was like the only this past week's brutal for MLB. So that the rest of that game was ugly. So I'm really happy that one happened. Yeah, that was a crazy day, dude. Shout out that day. That was really the highlight for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. We won some others. We've won a few other bets in there, but Monday was a huge
we had a
day.
live bet. I had a lot of success live betting this week. That was what I noticed with the MLB last year. At the end of last year was like in those patches of just guys gassed, no action. The highlight games kind of slow down. I realized it's really hard to pinpoint who's going to do it. So I know I know live betting is one extremely risky. I don't recommend people just jumping into live betting, and I also don't share a ton of live bets because of obviously the timing it takes to put them in, stuff like that. But did have some success. I did throw a couple of them out there to just guys that I was talking to, like as it was going on, stuff like that. But yeah, it was a solid week. Wasn't like we're in the, but it wasn't yet week 1 or 2. So, but speaking of MLB, we'll jump right into that. Or actually, anywhere that you want to find us, Toys Titles Network. If you're watching on YouTube, go subscribe, like, Apple Podcasts, write us reviews, comments. Hit us on the Twitter, PW_housemoney on Twitter and Instagram, right? We don't have a.
It's the same.
So yeah, beat us there. Don't meet us there. Lastly, if you want to interact with the team, discuss any of our bets, any sports we don't discuss on the show, or the upcoming NFL, fantasy football, or college football seasons, or if you'd like to get into our weekly mock drafts, reach out to either of us or Coach at Coach Sheps to get into the T2T Guild chat. All right.
Sure. And that the T2T stuff, like a lot of mock drafts going on. I know that you've joined a couple of the Sunday Night Live episodes. Been killing it over there with. You did top 5s this week.
Yeah, right? top five skill positions in the NFC, and then this Sunday, 7 or 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Central Eastern Time, we're doing top 5 skill positions of the AFC, and that one's gonna be tough.
Yeah, no. But yeah, just get in there, talk about anything football related into the upcoming season. But yeah, if you want to talk about baseball, if you want to talk about soccer or any other sport that is ongoing, then yeah, just hit us up on Twitter and we can mention it on the show. We will interact with you there. But yeah, we're also in the building chat as well.
Yeah, especially the Twitter.
Talk anything. Yeah.
And definitely go to that YouTube, subscribe and like. So, yeah, MLB this weekend. As I said, it's been a little tough. Guys have been wishy-washy, I guess would be my best descriptive word to use with them this week. I'm frustrated beyond belief, if you can't tell, but hey, you got to keep rolling. It's 162 games. You really got to treat each day as a blank slate. And I know these guys, one, have played a lot of series in a row, a lot of traveling, a lot of air miles. And I know that takes a toll. It's hard to find, guys that push through well and stuff like that. So we're at a point in the year where staying on guys that are hot is just extremely important. And accepting the guys that are not is the hardest one to really, get a grasp on. Like, dude, not betting on the Dodgers is hard, and right now you can't. It is what it is. The Braves are another one. Man, the Padres, kind of all season, it's kind of hit or miss, but there are just teams you have to accept are either gassed, distracted, all of the above. It just is what it is. And so this week, I'm going into it a little more decisive and a little more picky and stubborn, I guess would say. And I say that as I am going to mention the Braves series first because they're facing the Cincinnati Reds. And right now the Cincinnati Reds are young, but they are competitive and they play fiery because they're young, I guess would be my best way to describe them. Like Spencer Steer, Matt McClain, these guys, TJ Friedel, these guys are coming out every day. They still got energy. They're not 33, multiple kids, wife nagging them about being across the country half the year. Like they're just out there playing baseball and they're still young enough to just keep going. And I think that's really helping them, a third of the way through the season. Basically, I mean, we're close to the halfway point, but I really like them. I love betting on them right now. And then the Braves are always going to have, one or two guys you can bet on no matter what. Ozzy Albies has usually been one of those this entire week. Sadly, he was not yesterday, but the other day. Shit, a couple times this week. Him, Ronald Acuna has gotten us a few times last weekend. But I still gotta stick with them every once in a while, every other day, stuff like that, just a little lighter. So Braves Reds is one I'm looking forward to this weekend, and this series starts today actually. Rangers Yankees is another one. That one starts tonight. Rangers have been really hot. Yankees have not. Yankees pitching has been pretty good, but Rangers bats have been, almost uncontrollable. So Mariners Orioles. This series I'm looking forward to be a shootout. Baltimore is going to be a ton of runs, and Seattle has kind of been hot and cold. But when they're cold, they're really cold. But when they're hot, they're putting up stupid numbers. So that one, and then a fun one is going to be Arizona and San Francisco, the Diamondbacks and the Giants. Two teams that have been lighting it up as of recent. And then, man, dude, Arizona is one of those teams that isn't considered like contender good, but when they're on, oh my goodness, they're hanging runs left and right, hits. They have Geraldo Perdomo leading off lately. Dude's going to be a monster in the league. I love him. Obviously, Corbin Carroll, Christian Walker. Christian Walker's been on a heater too. I love that matchup. The Giants have been really good last night, or when they played
the Padres, right?
Padres. When San Francisco played the Padres, it wasn't as hot, but over the weekend, going into the last weekend, stuff like that, last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, dude. So those series really should have a ton of potential. So
they were finishing games real strong, right? The Giants. There was a couple of times I remember looking and they were kind of down. You hit a couple of live bets, right?
There were like 2 days. Oh, there were like 2 days. That had to be over the weekend, over last weekend. I don't think it was like Monday or anything. It might have been. Yeah, last Saturday, Sunday, last Monday, something like that. They've been going into extras. They went into extras two or three times, I want to say. And in the 10th, they blessed us one time. And then late in the game, that one game you're talking about where I hit the live bets, it was like, that might have been against the Padres too, now that I'm thinking about it. So like Saturday, Sunday, Soto, Estrada. Yeah, dude, they've been a really good betting team. That Jock Homer late on Tuesday, that was so. Yeah, those 4 series should have a lot, and it might just be one of those things where you got to go, either 4 total bases or just like a straight bet on the home run or something like that with a few guys, maybe a few doubles, but I don't think games right now are safe to just be throwing SGPs together, 3-4 legs. It's too hard to call right now.
Yeah, no, and I think, the problem that I find with the MLB, like you said, like there's just so many games every single day.
Right.
To try and pick multiple legs in multiple games, or to narrow it down to just one leg in every single game.
And even that's tough.
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing for those people that are doing this for the first time, or even if they're not, even if they're like you, I know we've had the conversations about like adjusting what you're looking at and really focusing down on like a couple of games every day, where it's just you're only going to bet 2 or 3 games per day, rather than trying to spread yourself so thin across 8, 9, 10 games.
And if you are looking at the games and you're just set on betting, 5 or 6 of them because you don't know, if you pick 3 and you're like, man, one of them goes and it's just a snoozer, it's 0-0 through the 6th, stuff like that, and you want to bet on those 5 or 6 games, only bet like 2 of them at a time together, 3 of them at a time together, stuff like that. And I'm talking like 1 leg from each from 3 games type of deal. Like, don't try to run, 3 legs in the Dodgers game, 3 legs in the Braves, 3 legs in the Rays. Like it's just not. I don't care if you're doing a round robin. Like try to keep it to 1 or 2 legs at most from each game, and just watch these games. Take a couple players from each team you like, or each team that's hot, guys you're eyeing the matchups on. Take a couple of those guys and then just separate them completely with other guys, and just if you can round robin, then yeah. But if the odds aren't there, then yeah, just run as many lower leg plays as possible. And if you don't know what I'm saying when we do a round robin, then just bear with me. We'll help you out.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. We're actually recording a round robin tutorial at some point.
Oh, are we?
Which will go live. It's like you knew that or something. Right. But yeah, like round robins are incredibly helpful when you're hitting 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 3. And, you see a lot of people that are posting plays and they would hit if they round robin and they didn't. They're just playing the straight parlay and they're missing. Home run parlays are the big one, right? Like everyone wants to hit a home run parlay because they hit a plus 100,000.
My stomach in knots, man. When you see a guy lose like 20 grand on 1 home run and he doesn't round robin it, like, dude, you could have won 6, 4, 5, 6,000. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the worst. So it is definitely. It's one of me. I probably do it way more than even probably most, but yeah, I love taking advantage of that and really trying to really take advantage of it at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. And we've answered, like, I know I've personally answered on social media this last week a ton of questions about round robins. People posting like slips that have lost, saying, "Hey, I round robin this. Like, why didn't it?"
You had that, yeah, me months ago.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to record it and keep an eye out on the Toilets to Titles website. We're going to start doing a series of basically FAQs for sports bettors, like those people that are new to it, that don't understand things like round robins, people that are new to the MLB. We'll do a couple of segments where Prue will go through and really break down some of the stuff you can actually bet on the MLB, so that you're not just relying on home runs.
And not asking us 5 times. We got to write a 10,000 word essay trying to explain it. Come watch the video. All right, Come watch the video.
And that's it. So I can just post a link. Don't have to explain it every time. But yeah, that will be on the Toilets to Titles website. If you'd like to support the Toilets to Titles team and become part of their title tribe, then make sure to check out the Patreon. Patreon.com/Toilets to Titles. It's $1.50 a month. Basically nothing for, you get entry into the Gilded Chat, so you can talk to us, as we mentioned, about, if you're in Scott Fishbowl 13, there's another section for that. There's a section for mock drafts. There's a section for us where we've got all of our gambling stuff that we're in there. But yeah, a bunch of stuff about mock drafts and entry into, you get guaranteed entry into their Frankenstank League, which you have joined this week, I believe.
I've actually narrowed it down to 3 names. I won't say that, the 3, but I'm making my decision officially. And I'm just excited to be the rookie and then the vet. So,
well, this is the thing, right? So I was the rookie last year and took home the chip. So now it's the
time. It's time to just repeat. Keep the trophy in the Playing with House Money household. Just has to move households.
We'll be able to do it, right? We'll be able to do it where I'll be like, and here we go, and I'll pass it over to you.
We're a united front, my guy. So we'll keep it in the Playing with House Money house, but like at mine, at my house, the pool house. You got to take it out back. You got to take it out back and give it to me. Give me the trophy in the pool house. It has to stay with me. So, I got no problem with that. But yeah, I plan on really coming in, making a name for myself. It looks like such an exciting and interactive league. If you guys are interested in, an actual fun league that's just different and more interactive and, more work to put in and more strategy, this is the one for you. And
strategy is the big thing. Like that's what I loved about it from the get-go, that it
100%.
is all about strategy from like the very beginning.
Yeah.
So like even last year we did RPS. We played rock paper scissors in your division. Winner of the rock paper scissors gets to decide the draft order for the entire division.
Yeah, I remember seeing that one or hearing about that one, and that is it's just stuff like that. The whole little gems throughout every category of it. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to just bringing my fantasy football mind into that league, because it's obviously going to be something 100% brand new to me. And I think I might have a little bit of a sneaky upper hand at some point in the season. So hopefully I come out on top.
We will see. We will see. But yeah, anyone else, like if it takes your fancy, it's a vampire league basically in its basic form. It doesn't take a basic form. The draft is completely like all over the place. Like you can only select certain players in certain rounds, so there's a lot of strategy to that. And then it's a vampire league. So if you lose game one, then you can basically have your best player stolen. So there's a lot of intricacies to it, but we can get into that in later detail. But if you
on top of that, it's not just like a regular vampire league like everybody would think at first. There's regulations to the amount of times for positions. There's a lot. You need to definitely get there, join, just run there right now. Get there on the app, Gilded, everything. Sign up, get to the Patreon, and join that league if you're really ready to reach that level of fantasy. And I know a lot of people think they are, so I guess we might as well put it to the test.
That's it. Come and try and take on the champ.
Oh, we here. What you got now? Since you want to, I let you get your shit talking off. Tell me how to win some money this weekend.
How we win some money this weekend? I have kept it really, really simple this weekend. There's an MLS slate on Saturday. I don't like too many of the games. I'll be completely honest.
Is it back full?
Huh?
Are the qualifiers and are the teams back?
Yeah, everything's done international wise. So that was kind of all put away. Tuesday was the last game. So players are coming back from international duty, but there's still, it depends. Some of them might have picked up slight injuries. They might have been traveling. So it depends again who they were playing for, where they were playing. So they might have had some long travel times. But the two that I've really picked out, like the stats just back these two up 100%. So the first one is Charlotte versus Montreal. In Charlotte's last 4 home league games, there have been 6, 3, 3, and 5 goals in each game. So 6 in their last game, they drew 3-3, and there was 3, 3, and 5. So there's been over 3 goals in each of their last 4. Montreal's last 4 away MLS games have seen 3, 4, 3, and 3. So in 100% of their last 8 home and away, there's been over 2.5 goals. It kind of seems too obvious to take over 2.5 match goals when they're giving me minus 122.
I'm going to say that line you wouldn't have thought that line would be that low.
No. So I think that's great value on that. Both teams are kind of struggling this year. Like they'll go through they'll go hot and cold, but I think that actually makes for a more entertaining game, and there'll be chances at both ends. So I really, like I said, I really like that value on that over 2.5 goals in that game. And the second one that I'm really paying close attention to that I'm taking is Philadelphia Union at home to Inter Miami.
You're back on Philadelphia, huh?
On Philadelphia, like everyone's all on this. Inter Miami have just signed Messi.
Yeah.
They have. It's going to be great for the league. Inter Miami got something like 4 million followers or something stupid on Instagram in like 24 hours.
Beckham's team, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, they got a huge amount of but that doesn't make them a good team overnight. Like they don't just all of a sudden get good because you've just signed Messi. Like
it kind of does offensively.
Absolutely not. No, I mean he will make the team better. He will make the team better, yes, but he's not playing this weekend.
Oh yeah. I didn't know you meant like that. I'm like,
he joins up with the squad just because you know that you've signed him. It doesn't make the players they've actually got infinitely better this weekend.
Right.
And their current away record since the beginning of April in the league, in the MLS, away from home, played 6, won 1, lost 5.
Oh, wow.
Since the same date, April 1st, Philadelphia, unbeaten at home in all competitions, played 8, won 5, drawn 3, lost 0. So the Philadelphia money line at minus 195. Again, I think everyone is on this whole, they've just signed Messi, so all of a sudden Miami need to be thought of as contender. No, absolutely not. Like, when he starts playing, yes, but no one knows when his first game is going to be. It probably is not going to be this season. I would be very surprised if he plays at all.
That's weird. What do you mean?
I mean, he's just finished his season at PSG. He's not rolling straight into another season. He's taken some time off. Man, like he's going to come to Miami. He'll be in Miami for sure.
There aren't guys that do that.
Yeah.
Are there guys that do that go from one European season right into an MLS season with no off season?
There are, but not normally. Like
guys of his caliber.
Yeah, not normally guys of that caliber, but
like Messi knows he's like at that point though.
Like this has been a full-on. Like this is proper. Like he's now owned by Inter Miami, right? Like some guys will come on loan, and so they get loaned out, so they can continue playing for the next couple of months over the summer, so that they don't.
So they stay fresh,
and then they'll go back to the European team. This is a full-on. He has left PSG. He's done.
Right. He's with them
now into Miami player.
That's what I mean, though. That's what makes me think like, he definitely played this season.
Yeah, I mean, he might, but I don't think I don't think it's any time. I don't think we see him this month. I don't think we see him in July either, to be honest with you. But again, if we do, I still don't think it makes like people saying like Miami's like taking the future on Miami to win the title. No, like. It's a team game. There's 11 men on the team, right? Like just having one great player, yes, he will make the team better. He will make the players around him better by just him being on the pitch with them, but he cannot do it all. He is Lionel Messi, but you can't, like you all of a sudden end up with players like they'll 2-3 man mark him. So there'll be 2 players on him the whole game. They're basically double team him. That means the rest of the players still have to stand up and do something. Their defense has to all of a sudden the defense doesn't get better because Messi shows up. The defense is still horrible. They're still conceding a ton of goals. And if you don't fix that, what do you always say? Defense wins championships. Like, if you don't fix the defense, then no amount of Messi is going to win you a title, in my opinion. So that's what I've got for Saturday. Literally just those 2. The Charlotte-Montreal game, over 2.5 goals. Philadelphia money line, double up at plus 175 for the 2. There will be more. I'll post more probably on Saturday, but that'll be on the Twitter and in the Discord. But then on Sunday, again, just keeping it straightforward. Off to Norway, our favorite league for goals. I'm giving Mulder another chance after 2 weeks ago when they completely screwed us and just won 1-0. And we're the only team that didn't score 2. I'm going back in on them because their home form against the team they're playing against is crazy. There's something silly like minus 700 on the money line. Their form against Haugesund is incredible. Like if you look back over the last 6 years, I think they've scored like 3 goals a game against them or something ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
So yes, I'm taking that game over 2.5 goals. Rosenborg against Sarpsborg over 2.5 goals. They're both 11 a.m. kickoffs on Sunday morning, Eastern. And then Stromsgodset versus Bodo Glimt. My boys, Bodo, have to take that game over 3.5 because, I mean, it's Bodo. Like, they're on fire. So, yeah, those 10 goals, just, again, 10 goals in a game, like not team totals, just straight match goals, plus 350 for the 3 is decent value on those. So that's really as simple as I'm keeping it this weekend. Again, there will be more on Twitter in the Discord. So yeah, follow us at PW_housemoney or at PruBaby10 if you want to find out what bets Pru is posting or actually playing for those 4 games this weekend, the 4 series, and at Is This Just FF to find out what goal scorers I'll be playing on Saturday in the MLS. It's probably the main one that you know that only gets posted 30 minutes before kickoff. So yeah, difficult for me to tell you today, like especially with all of the international stuff and like who's coming back, who's not going to be. Really all depends, you know, on all of that. So that will be stuff that will be decided Saturday. So if you want to know that stuff, follow us on any one of the social media platforms, and we'll let you know. Other than that, I mean, anything else that's on the horizon for you? Like what's going on Wednesday? When's the break in the MLB? Is that coming up? That's coming up, or is that not?
I don't believe so.
No, that was just me. I thought I saw something to say that it was only like a couple of weeks away. It was in July or something, but I don't.
Yeah, I definitely need to check on like what exact days they put it on.
Yeah,
but I know it's definitely not the 4th. It's probably the week right after the 4th. There's probably, I don't know, like 3 different days that.
Yeah, I think it is.
10 teams won't play.
Friday, like July 7th through the.
No, they won't do. It'll be like a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday type of deal. Like it won't be a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, nothing like that. It'll probably, in the 4th of July is on the middle of the week. Yeah, it's probably like Monday, that Monday after or something like that, and then Wednesday, Thursday that week. But it'll be like 10 teams. Right. Yeah, it'll be like 10 teams at a time. So they'll still have games, but oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's Monday the 10th, Wednesday the 12th, Thursday the 13th. Look at that. So yeah, we got time. But for now, yeah, I'm sticking with the young cats and the guys that are just like robots type of deal, like Shohei, stuff like that. But man, right now you can't be using the guys you like. And man, this guy came through for me, every game, yada yada. It just can't be like that right now. You got to take guys that are hot and wait until you see something from some of these guys. So yeah, just follow the social medias, get into the Gilded, ask us about the Discord, anything like that, and I'll be able to explain more. And then you'll be able to see like what I'm actually running and why and the write-ups and stuff. So yeah, Other than that, that's all I got. See everybody next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you for watching and or listening. Again, shoot us any questions on the Twitter. Good luck with all your bets this weekend, and we'll be back next Friday playing with more house money.
Yes, sir.